Hello, everyone, and happy Easter. Happy Easter Sunday to all of you. Thanks for waiting for me. While we are waiting for one more minute to let people in here, why don't you type in the chat where you are coming from tonight? So where are you watching from tonight? And I appreciate that you guys are all here waiting for me on this Easter Sunday. So as always, type in the comments below where you're watching from. And then you know the drill. I do the first little bit, and then in about 5 or 6 minutes, I will turn it over to you. You can ask me anything about the Canucks or about the season, about the NHL. Then we'll do some Ask Me Anything, and then we'll wrap up with some Gordle as always. And then you see a couple of announcements, and I will remind you at the very end. But Canucks After Dark this week is going to be on Tuesday, not tomorrow, because Parker and I will both be at the game. So we're going to go, and it's a 7:30 start, so it's a little late by the time we both get home. So Canucks After Dark will be Tuesday this week at 10. And then my next live stream will be not Wednesday night because my roller hockey season starts again. Yes, my first roller hockey game. So pray for me. I will be then streaming instead on Thursday night. So welcome. I am Canuck Clay. I am the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary, my weekly Sunday night live stream for Easter Sunday, April the 17th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Thank you in advance to my moderators. I appreciate your good work. Remember, if it's sexist, racist, homophobic, ableist, spam, or in another language, delete it. If, however, it's something that even if you don't agree with, but it's fine, make sure that you leave it in there. Make sure that we're not getting too trigger happy, so to speak, on the comments. And thank you, Coach Rob, for getting that announcement in there like you always do. And thanks, everyone. You're Dustin coming home from the Slipknot concert. I hope you survived. It looks like you did. And I don't know how loud it was tonight, but thank you for being here. And thanks to everyone who's here, no matter where you're watching from. But I'll get to that in a second. So moderators, thank you in advance. Yes. Okay. So sponsors, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video descriptions. Thanks to them as always. Thanks to my, I don't know if that's in frame, but that's okay. Thanks to Advanced Estate Experts Real Estate Group. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. We know that Jason is such a big supporter of this channel. And to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. And of course, Monkey 9 Brewing, my eternal sponsor. Legendary Lucas Gates, hello. Legendary Just Incredible, hello. Legendary Andrew Chang, not sure if he's here. And to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Hsmfangirl Gaming, smoovegroove, and Carol Bovenlander. Many of you are in here as well. Thank you for your support. Thanks to the support of all members of all levels. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or my videos or the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Finally, no matter where you're watching from, whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world, thanks for being here. You know, I do not take you for granted. You know that we are building the best looking, the most positive, and the strongest Canucks community here on YouTube. So, having said that, like this video. It helps me out. It helps the algorithm, all those things. I don't even know what that means, but it basically helps my channel out. It makes more people be aware of what I'm doing here. So like the video, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that it's a long weekend, like the fact that the Canucks are somehow still in this playoff race, and I'll get to that in a second. But yes, like the fact that we are together. I love it when you guys, when I like to see the videos, the likes on the video go up. We're at 55 people in here right now, so let's get those likes to at least 25 or 30 if we can. Okay, guys, we're at 8,850 subscribers, so we're climbing our way towards 8,900, and then once we do that, we can climb our way to 9,000, and then finally after that, we can climb our way to 10,000. So I'll get to your question in a second, but I'll entertain Gervie's right now. Oh, that's very nice, Tristan. I appreciate that. You're so amazing, bro. You're the best Canucks live streamer ever, and I'm always be a big fan. I appreciate that. And yeah, thanks to everyone, no matter where you're watching from. I appreciate you. So really quick recap of where I've been this weekend, what I'm doing the rest of the weekend, and then I will talk about the standings real quick, and then I'll get to your questions. So hang on to your questions for about 3 or 4 more minutes. And love the chat that's going on. Hello to everyone that is in here. So Good Friday was a more reflective day for me. I actually did a lot of my Zoom chats with Hall of Fame and with with Legend members, so that was good. And then Friday night, what did I do Friday night? Friday night I studied. Friday I kept a really, really chill night actually, and I didn't want to do anything too crazy, just reflecting on what Good Friday was about. Then on Saturday, I basically, what did I do all day Saturday? I know I was out of the house super early. Oh yeah, I went golfing. Went golfing at Westwood Plateau in Coquitlam. I actually golf better than I usually do. I'm not a great golfer at all. My driving is okay. My fairway game is good. My chipping is excellent, but my putting is atrocious. Got to be the worst putter ever. I don't take my time. Don't read the greens. Don't do anything right. So I shot a 106, a 52 front, a 54 back. So I shot a 106. Not great, but I broke 110, which made me happy. So that was during the day. Then met some friends at Tsawwassen Mills in the evening. So that was good. Spent a bit of money. This morning, woke up early. Then we went to see my mom for Easter lunch. Then I studied for a bit in the afternoon. Then we went to Mass. Then we just had an Easter dinner. Gail made an awesome roast beef, which was great. And then tomorrow we're having a couple more Zoom chats in the morning. Then I'm having people over. Then I'm off to do some more taping for a documentary that I told you about a few months ago, but you'll see more of that soon. And then I'll be going to the Dallas Stars game. So a lot going on, and I hope that you guys have had a great weekend as well. Okay. So one more thing. I want to show you real quick the standings and show you where we're at right now. Okay. I've always said that it's easier to catch people in our division than as a wild card. So you see the Canucks are right here with 75 points, 75 games, 84 points. If we were going to try and catch a wild card spot, that's a little tough because Dallas has played 75, but they're 7 points up on us, 91. Nashville's played 76 games and they're at 91. So we are still a full 7 points behind Nashville and Dallas. And even if we make wild card 2, we're going to have to play against the Colorado Avalanche in the first round. So that's why I always say this. Let's go after LA in the Pacific, because when you sort by Pacific, this looks a little bit more attainable. So here you see here, forget about Edmonton for now. LA has 90 points and 77. Vegas has 87 points and 76, and we have 84 and 75. So if we get our one game in hand on Vegas, if we win tomorrow, then we're right behind Vegas with the same number of games played, which is awesome. That helped that Vegas lost to Edmonton yesterday. And if we win both our games in hand on LA, we will be 2 points behind them, and we have a game against them. It doesn't make up the game in hand, but it's a game against them. And remember, this is the regulation wins. That's the first tiebreaker. So we're not going to catch Vegas, but we can catch LA when it comes to regulation wins. So that's why always keep your eye. That's why I titled it Chasing Down the Kings and the Golden Knights. I didn't say chasing down the Stars and the Predators. We are basically chasing down the Kings and the Golden Knights for a playoff position. Okay, let's go for the next almost half an hour. We'll go Canucks questions, hockey-related questions, and of course, I read out compliments and affirmations as well. Aside from that, though, if you're making statements or stuff, I probably won't read them out loud unless I really need to, because I don't want to fall too far behind tonight, because I have to finish right at 11 o'clock. I'm going to do some late night bowling and get some content for the Hall of Fame members tonight. So let's get going. Tomorrow night, Harry, I'll likely be in my regular 319. Lucas, yes, I know if I need a hat, I'll come get it from you. Although I don't wear hats, I don't look good in them. They make me look like I'm 5 years old. Lucas with a $5 donation. Thank you, Lucas. Appreciate your generosity. Just sent you a DM regarding the Coyotes tickets for next season. Share it. It's a total oof. Okay, I will take a look at it later. Thank you, Lucas. How many more points do you think Miller gets this season? Great question. He's at 91 points. I think he's going to get to his 100, 7 more games. I think he's going to wind up with 102. I think he's going to get 11 more points in his 7 more games. That might be a little high. No, but he's doing well. Let's say 102. Jasper and Clay's frustrating. We are chasing Vegas, playing the games, and so excited for the Canucks to get going again. Are you excited for... Yeah, tomorrow's massive. I can't wait to go. it's going to be huge. Not so much so we can catch Dallas, but more so we can crawl right behind Vegas and the Kings. Do I think the Winnipeg Jets will make the playoffs? No, Tristan, they are too far behind. They are even further behind than the Canucks. No, the Jets will not make the playoffs. Matt Go, with Horvat out, you think it will put a big damper in the season? Well, it doesn't help our chances, but now, if you saw my vlog, the Canucks practice exactly how I predicted. They have Petey in the middle of Besser and Garland. They have Miller between Puckos and Chason. Then you have Lammikko and Highmore reunited with Lockwood. And then you go Lammikko, Highmore, and Dickinson. Then you have Richardson playing with Lockwood, and then Sheldon Dries on the fourth line. So yes, it's unfortunate because Horvat is such a big minute eater. He's so good on faceoffs, but then Petey now can return to his natural position at center. Yes, Reaction Club, I knew that you were going to be at the game tomorrow at 3:01. Hopefully I run into you. That's pretty cool. Who do you want the Canucks to pick at this year's draft? Honestly, David, I am the worst when it comes to draft. I have no clue. I don't know anything about prospects. I only learn about them admittedly in the month before the draft. So I'm the worst person to ask. So I'll have to get back to you in June, I think, for sure. No, Lucas, okay. No, I'll get to it in a bit. If I need to. If I catch up with everything, Lucas, and if I'm looking for stuff, I'll put it on right before the switch to Gordo, actually. That's what I'll do. Lefty, who is the most famous hockey player you have actually met and talked to? Oh, good question. Well, I haven't met any super famous non-Canucks. I've met a few guys like John Gibson and stuff, but they're not super famous. If we're talking about famous, I'd say Trevor Linden, who I've talked to quite a few times. Many of you guys know the story. I brought him to St. Paul's School a few years ago. He's not the best player ever, but I think he's the most famous Canucks player ever. So I'd say Trevor Linden for sure. Harry, would you consider a prime green Canucks jersey? You mean consider buying one? I'm not sure. I have to see what it looks like, Harry. Justin, thoughts on Petey moving back to center and Horvat's absence? Wow, you read my mind. Do you think they'll reunite the Lotta line? No, I think just Besser with Petey. I think they like what Miller is doing with Chason and Puckos. And I think it's fine. Petey's really, really improved his game, got his confidence back. So I'm excited to see what he does in the middle tomorrow. Who is out this summer between Miller and Besser? I think, I think they keep Miller until the trade deadline of next season. I talked about that in my vlog today. As for Besser, I think they're going to try and negotiate with him first. If I had to pick one, I'd say Besser is out before Miller, but I have a feeling that they're both going to be around this offseason. Jackson, did you hear Miller saying getting 100 points won't matter to him unless we make the playoffs? I love that attitude. I know inside he likes the 90 points. He likes the 100 points because it's a good sign of him playing well. But yeah, ultimately he wants to make the playoffs. Peter, yeah, this started with Peter, but I've done it for 5 straight games, 5 straight Canucks wins. What's the score prediction for tomorrow? Well, Peter and crew, and this, I can't believe I do this. I look like such a geek going to do this, but I'm going with the Dallas Stars. I'm going with the Dallas Stars to win by a score of 4-1. Again, Dallas to win by a score of 4-1. Brian, how do you think Pods will do? Aggressive in the Stars and all over the ice tomorrow. He is great. He's playing with such confidence. Almost had a hat trick. I love Podkolzin's game right now. Do I think Petey will get to the 30 goal mark? He is at 27 right now. Yes, I do think he will. Prediction for tomorrow's game, 4-1 Dallas. And if you guys, I don't believe in jinxes, but I like to have fun with this. You guys know what I'm saying is I actually predicted a win 5 games ago against the Canucks, and the Canucks won. So ever since then, I've been guessing the other team, even though I want the Canucks to win. Do I think Besser returns tomorrow? I think so, Fangirl. He practiced yesterday, so I think he will. Dexter, the Kings got Anthony Seiyu back yesterday. It was a big booster lineup. A Clay. Yeah, I guess so, but they're missing some players too. We'll see if it's enough. Yes, you're right, Peter. Both Horvat's absence all over the place, including in the face-off circle. Do you think Chason will stay on the power play? It sounds like they had Podkolzin there at practice, so we'll see. If not, Podkolzin will play on PP1 and Chason plays on PP2, I think. Harry will be in 303. Awesome. Enjoy the game. Oh, the hockey guy will be at the game tomorrow. Sweet. Tanner, should we trade Dickinson next season for draft picks or another player? I think him and his $2.65 million contract, he hasn't lived up to it. So I think that's one person that you could cut a little bit and try and trim and use that money somewhere else, potentially. Oh, and Tristan's at 312. All right, we got everyone going to the game tomorrow. Yes, I was aware of Parker, Reaction Club. That's why we're moving Canucks After Dark. But yes, I didn't know the hockey guy was going to. Edmund, you think PD will get over 66 points? He's at 60? I do. I do think he'll get between 68 and 70. Duffman met John Garrett at Denny's. Nice. Are you excited for Linus Karlsson to come? Yeah, he's had a really good season. I am excited to come. I wasn't that excited when we traded for him, but I'm excited now. Lift all around Podkolzin. Podkolzin realized life could depend on staying in the NHL. Well, I hope so. Who, in your opinion, is the best Canucks player ever? Tasty Twins, the best Canuck ever? Oh, gosh. Maybe consistency franchise Henrik. Most exciting player, Bure. Lucas, Clay, in regards to Harry's question, you know I sell those suckers. In regards to Harry's question, you know I sell those suckers. I might have missed Harry's question. Not sure what he asked. Your thoughts on Horvat's injury and your thoughts on Travis Dermott. Horvat hurt his right foot back in 2017. I was at that game. I hope it's not a reaggravation or broken same foot. And I think Dermott has been fine. He's not spectacular, but he's solid. Makes a great first pass out of the zone. Where's Goldobin? I don't know where Goldobin is playing now. Not in the NHL. Thoughts on the Abbotsford jerseys? They're fine, Tyler. I'm not a big jersey guy, actually. But they look fine. They look fine. Alfred, if you were to sign Chase on for next season, what do you think his contract will be? No, I think you just go another year at $1 million. You don't go two. Not at his age. Let him keep proving himself. Lefty, I remember his commercial on TV with Audi Goldobin, that is. Bad judgment. Yeah, well, they don't know. Any injury news on Dallas? Ivan, I don't know a lot about Dallas's injuries, to be honest with you. Fangirl, how long will it take to fix our cap situation? Probably 2 more years. We got to get rid of all the bonuses, overage, and the buyout money. Who's the guy that threw the hot dog? Who knows? Who cares? Jaskrin, did you hear Bedard putting up 100 points with 51? That is absolutely nuts. Peter, all it took for the Canucks to go on a much-needed winning streak was for Clay to pick the opponent to win. Yeah, I should have done this a long time ago since the start of the season. Jasper, what is the most realistic way for us to make the playoffs? To catch LA and to beat out Vegas for the 3rd spot in Pacific Division. I'm not sure if you saw my breakdown about 10 minutes ago, Jasper. Matt, if the Canucks do win, what do you think the score will be? 4-1. Resign Chason for $900 to $9K. Yep, I agree with you, Lefty. Miller deserves an extension. I agree with you, Lucas. It's just a matter of can they do it. Justin, did you know that the Canucks also missed their captain in 2001 drive to the playoffs? Nazem with 10 games remaining, they squeaked in only getting 7 points, but got swept. I remember that. I saw an article about that, actually. Harry, what's your prediction on the Canucks versus Senators Tuesday's game? Well, the good team's going to win. But for the sake of what I've been doing, I think it's going to be Ottawa winning 5-1. So I got 4-1 and 5-1 games for the next 2. No problem, Brian, if you're superstitious. Victor, hey, Clay, any chance we'll make the playoffs? 15% chance unless... let's get through tomorrow and tomorrow night and Tuesday night against Ottawa. If we get those 4 points and then we're sitting with 88 points in 77 games... That's pretty good. If we get to 88 points in 77 games, I would dare say we need 8 points out of those final 5 games. So we could actually go 4-1, 3-0-2. No, we could go 4-1. It's crazy. At the 12 games to go mark, we said they had to go 12-0 or 11-1, and they've gone 5-0 so far. So it's still a big mountain to climb. But if we keep, it sounds like such a cliche, but we have to take it one game at a time. Fangirl, do you think Dustin Brown retires after the season? I could see it. I'm not sure how strong of a season he's had. Are Canucks practices open to the public? When they go to a place like 8 Rinks, they usually are. At least it was yesterday, for sure. For sure. Jaskrin, hockey guy said he'll likely wear a Dallas jersey. Oh, interesting. What's the theory behind that? Is he a big Dallas Stars fan? Or is he doing it to draw some attention? Or he maybe likes Dallas or he likes the jersey. Jeff, Kings look catchable, especially with Doughty out. That's the only real path. I agree with you, Jeff. Exactly. Catching the Kings and holding off Vegas, too. 109 for Gervy. That's awesome. OEL and Garland, Peter, I think they've been fine. I think they have more to give. I think we're starting to see more of OEL's offense. So as long as he stays healthy, I think that's fine. For Garland, I definitely want to see more offense from him. We see glimpses of it. So I'm willing to be patient for sure. Justin's at 307 with Andrew. Well, everyone's at the game tomorrow. Yes, Brian, long drive from Edmonton. Is there a chance we get a wild card spot too? No, Victor, not compared to the Pacific Chase. Awesome. Lucas working tomorrow night. Tristan, do you like Spencer Marsh playing backup? Yes, they've already signed him for 2 more years. He will be the backup. Halak, we only had him for a year, so he will be gone at the end of the season. Yes, Victor, that Sedin retirement week, and especially Sedin week, and especially retirement, still thinking about them. Yeah, they're the best players we've ever had. Can go throwing in dropping the Canucks are not making the playoffs hammer. Well, by odds wise, they're not supposed to. Lucas, working at 100 level. Lefty, you'd be lucky to get a 4th rounder for Dickinson. Yeah, I think they thought he was going to be a solid third line center for us, Lefty. Do you ever go to Abbotsford to watch the Abbotsford game? No, Harry, I've had a standing invitation from a friend, but I never got a chance to go out this season. Ronald Kennens was just okay, like an energy guy. He was just okay. Hey, Carol, what do you think of the power play back on the telescope? Or do both improving? If not, what would you do to change it? I think you're asking me about the power play and the penalty kill. I think both penalty kill is rising, and I think the power play is good. When they move the puck and they make it not so predictable and use the bumper spot, they are much more effective. Tristan, never apologize. Come here when you can. That's awesome. Favorite player from 2011? Luongo. Luongo's my favorite player of all time, so by default, he'd be my favorite player from 2011 as well. Dixon scores like Harold Snaps. That's not a good thing. Peter, did you know that Doughty's out for the season? I did indeed. Victor, who's going to win the Norris and Hart? Norris is going to be Yossi. Hart, it could be Austin Matthews. He's doing some pretty cool stuff right now for sure. Yes, Doughty is out. Bo Horvat injury solidifies that they're done. Yeah, it's not great. Fangirl, would you take a prime Henrik Sedin right now on the ice with Horvat's injury? Of course. Even without Horvat's injury, I would always take a prime Henrik Sedin. Godobin plays for K. Thank you, Harry. Brian, so we get the Oilers in the first round. Yep. If we get third, we get Oilers in the first round. It's going to be pretty sweet. If we get there. If we get there. Dallas Stars injuries. Holtby, Bishop, and Nemestikov. Thank you. Clay, when do you think Knots After Dark, Canucks After Dark? Carol, you might have missed it, and it's on the screen. We're going to do it on Tuesday. Tuesday at 10 p.m. All right, Tristan's following my technique. He's saying 7-2 and 5-3 losses. Dexter, I'm not going to comment on the physical makeup of the guy who threw the hot dog. Lieb says we beat Dallas 3-2 and send 6-2. By the way, Lieb, I hope you saw my answer to your question. I was at Westwood Plateau. He loves hockey guy loves Dallas, Boston, and Vancouver. Okay, but he's wearing Dallas. That's cool. That's cool. There you go. Oh, you guys both said Canucks, Bruins, and Stars. Gotcha. Jas Grant says, am I excited for Arshdeep Bains? I am. I really am. We need some forward depth. Huge game tomorrow. Yes. Which player? Shannon says the Canucks have a chance to make the playoffs. I agree with Shannon. Not a great chance, but they do have a chance. Which player from the Canucks roster will most likely resign for next season? I think they get Highmore back for sure. I think they'll bring Highmore back. He's the biggest one, right? When it comes to RFAs. And Besser, for sure. Kangol, Clay, do you think the Canucks defense core could improve and help Demko more? Yeah, I think they're one good player away. A true bona fide first pairing guy on the right. Myers is good, but he's a second pairing at best, I think. Andrew, tomorrow night, carb sandwich on me. Just please sit upper bowl. Thank you, Andrew. I will message you. Yes, I'll be at the game. I'm likely going to be in my 319 seats, but I'll let you know. I'm still working a couple things out with a certain sponsor of mine. But thank you, Andrew. Lucas, do you expect Halak to retire, sign a PTO, or go overseas? I think he'll still get work in the NHL, Lucas, just not with the Canucks. So it might not even be a PTO. There could be a team that signs him to a 1-year contract like we did. He's shown enough flashes this year. He had a good year. He just, there's not any playing time behind Demko. Good question, though. Ivan, even being in contention to make the playoffs is a huge credit for Bruce. Lack of big trades with management giving these guys a shot. Who would be our likely first-round opponent? If we get to third in the Pacific, it will be Edmonton. Does Halak start on Tuesday? No, Easton. I think you run the table with Demko until you're out. Favorite moment in Canucks history? I would say the 2011 run, and in particular, I was there for both the Burrows off the stanchion. Sorry, the Burrows, Slay the Dragon, and Bieksa off the stanchion. Edmund, you think Border will eventually get 30 plus goals? I think you mean Besser. And I'm not sure you mean this season. No, it can't be. He's only at 19. Or you think eventually? Yeah, I think he could be a 30-goal scorer for sure. Lucas, what's your favorite Jumbotron moment when being in a Canucks game? Doesn't have to be you. Oh, that's a good question. Favorite Jumbotron moment? Anytime I see Marie up there is pretty exciting. And anytime I see myself up there is pretty exciting. Oh, no, it can be me. I mean, I know you said it doesn't have to be me, but whenever I see one of my music videos up there, that's exciting. I thought the proposal from a couple games ago was pretty exciting too. Yeah, good point. But I don't have one that stands out to me for absolute sure. If they flash my 50-50 number up there, that will be my favorite moment for sure. Send a salute to Brazil. Is I like the Canucks because of the TV show How I Met Your Mother. So here, hail. You in Brazil right now? Hello to Brazil. That's awesome that you're here. Thank you. That's awesome. Jasper and Canucks need to strategize on the PP again because they don't have Horvat as a pure goal. Yeah, but I like Podkolzin's play. He can shoot from there. Dexter, why does Ronald Kennens have an S? Like there's several Ronalds. Hey, yeah, you have to specify which Ronald Kennens you're talking about. Hargman, hey Clay, can you please say happy birthday to my friend Harjand? Of course. Harjand, happy birthday. I'm not sure if you're in the stream, but if Hargobin's in the stream and you're in the stream, hope you had a great day. Happy birthday, Harjand. Matt, you think Horvat will come down as one of the best Canucks ever? I'm not sure one of the best ever, depending on how big your criteria is, but we'll see. He's still got a lot of years left, maybe. Especially if he's the captain of the team that wins a cup here, then he will. Who will be Dallas netminder tomorrow? Good question. Who is the Dallas goalie tomorrow? I think they got to go with Ottinger, don't they? As long as he's not hurt, I don't see why he would be. Yeah, and hope he's hurt. I think you're going with Ottinger. We'll see Ottinger tomorrow. That's my guess. Clay, what moves do you want to see in the offseason? Reed B. I would love the Canucks to kind of trim some of the fat in the middle, whether it's a Dickinson or a Pullman, although Pullman's hurt, might be hard to move him, and improve their D. I think they're okay up front for now, as long as they can do some work with Besser, for sure. Justin, it's gender equality night tomorrow. Did you hear about the proposed new professional women's hockey league? Yes, I heard about it. I don't know. I saw some specs, but I don't know a lot about it. But obviously a league that is run well and does service, does justice, I should say, to the women. I think it would be great. But I really don't know a lot about it. And thanks for reminding me about gender equality night tomorrow. I should bring Gail then. No, I'm actually going to the game with Mike, my season ticket partner. Yeah, I've seen the hot dog video. Not impressed, Duffman. Yes, Tristan, if I see you tomorrow, we can take a selfie. We can do that for sure. Brian has faith in the Canucks. Nice. Lucas, I heard about that league too. Yes. Thank you again, Andrew. I'll find you. Jasper and Clay, it's the hockey guy's choice who he loves and I love his channel. Yeah, no, of course. He can love whoever he wants. But my question wasn't why does he love Dallas? My question is why is he wearing the jersey? Is it because I didn't know that he loved Dallas? So if Dallas is one of his favorite teams, that makes a lot of sense. If he did it because he lost a bet or whatever. But I didn't know that Dallas is one of his 3 favorite teams. And yes, I agree. It is his choice on who he loves. And to think that I was even suggesting otherwise, I'm not sure where that came from. Tristan, what are your thoughts on Lockwood? He's great. He's great. Still finding his way in the lineup, still finding his way as a pro, but I think he's had a really good start. Yep. LA Women's Hoops, keep going to the Kings games. Help us out. Keep doing it. Reed, I'm not so sure that Bain's dominance will translate to the HL, but I do know that he'll have a lot of confidence. Do you think Bo is in his prime right now with his career and goals, or do you think he can get better in years to come? Justin, given his age, I think he's in his prime right now, and that's fine. If he can stay at this level for a couple of years, I think that's great. But I'm not sure if we can expect much more from him. Dexter, here's a joke. Who's the hot dog thrower's favorite Mickey Mouse character? It's Goofy because he does the hot dog dance. Well, not one of your finest work, Dexter, but thank you for the effort. Okay, Tristan, I'll check it later. Thanks. For Dallas, if we win, it's 3-2. If we lose, 4-3. Okay, so no matter what, we're going to score 3. Corinthians on soccer and Canucks on hockey. Corinthians on soccer and Canucks on hockey. What does that mean? I know Corinthians is a book in the Bible. Okay, let me know what that means. Hale, I'm not sure here what that means. Corinthians on soccer. Jaskran, who from the Abbey Canucks will be a part of the Vancouver roster next season, apart from Martin? If you call Lockwood an Abbotsford guy, and I think Jack Rathbone has a good chance to make the team next season. Jaskran, if we run Demko, does he play both games Monday and Tuesday? I think we do. I think we run him as long as he's healthy and he's playing well. I think we run him until we can't make the playoffs. Andrew's getting ready to sing tomorrow. Austin. Hey, Austin. Long time no speak. I think Nashville is the team to catch. They have a very, very hard schedule. Sure, but they're also 7 points up on the Canucks right now. But that's fair. That's fair. Let's see. Is Miller the next Naslin? Different type of player. Different type of player, but the progression in his stats is similar. I agree with that for sure. Sweet Caroline, Don't Stop Believing. Can go. Who's your Canucks MVP? Most underrated? And most underrated, I'm going with Luke Shen or Unsung Hero. Most exciting player this year, I'm going Miller. MVP, I'm going Demko. Oh, didn't know that about Tristan, about the guy slipping while he was on the Jumbotron. Peter, your prediction. Do you think Miller, Petey, and Brock and Hughes and Pods will get tomorrow? What production? Miller 2 points, Petey 2 points, Brock 1, Hughes 2, Pods 1. I'm honestly just throwing those numbers out. Who's your favorite Canucks prospect? I want to see what Aiden McDonough does for sure, but Jack Rathbone for sure. If he's still considered a prospect, I've always liked his game. Ottinger, are you Reed Boucher? Okay, so your friend Maddie has a birthday. Is she in here right now? Maddie, if you are in here, happy birthday to you as well. I hope you had a great day, and thanks for being in the channel. Thanks for being in the chat, even if Tristan drags you in here. Thank you. No problem, Brian. PVR the win tomorrow. What's the hot dog video? Guy made a 1-minute TikTok of him heckling Phil Kessel while he was on the bench. Oh, you look like you're hungry. You look like you use a hot dog. Because of the history with Kessel and hot dogs, admitting that he's eaten them before. The guy films himself buying a hot dog and then chucking it on the ice like he's some type of hero, and then ending off with Bruce, there it is. It's so silly. It's so silly. Peter, would you still do the OEL trade or not do it since the Canucks didn't do the yeah, in hindsight, I wouldn't have done it, but I'm not saying that he's been a disappointment. But I would have loved to have the money instead. Okay, I better go really fast. I'm going to wrap up this in the next 5 minutes. So I'm going to try and catch up here. PP1, Miller, Besser, Pods, and PD and Hughes. Yes, I think those are going to be the 5 that we see. Horvat is out for the season, DSS. Shannon is working. Okay, no problem, Jaskrin. Sorry, it's just the way that it read. I was saying how he can... Oh, you're saying the other way. How can he love Boston and Vancouver at the same time? I know there's a few people that like that because he might have been a Boston fan before a Canucks fan. No problem, Jaskrin. All good. All good. Yeah, but that is surprising to hear Boston and Vancouver as 2 of his 3 favorites. Yeah, I don't know a lot about that Russian free agent, but I know that a lot of people are after him. So why not? Brian's offering the hot dog. One of my dreams to see the Canucks play in the stadium. Oh, that would be amazing. Like in Brazil, I don't. Canucks probably not that big, right? In Brazil, or hockey's not that big. Oh, I see. Sorry, you're gonna come here to Vancouver to watch the Canucks play. That makes more sense. Sheldon Dries, no, he will not be the next Pettersson, Besser, Miller, but he can be a solid bottom 6 player for sure. Have no fear, your hot dog is here. No, I just think it was silly. I think it was a guy trying to get some clout or whatever. I think we do win tomorrow. I really do. Largest 50-50 jackpot. Oh, I've been to the $1 million one, but the jackpot wasn't $1 million. I think the jackpot was $500,000. But I can't remember when it was been. But needless to say, I spent a lot of money that night. Oh, Corinthians is the Brazilian team. Oh, I thought it was your favorite book in the Bible. And Canucks and hockey. Very good. Brazilian soccer team. Thank you. Miller can be the next Linden. Maybe. Prediction tomorrow. It's 4-1 for the good guys. 5% chance now. Yeah. Oh, hey, Chris. Oh, shoot. My goddaughter is still in ER. Thanks for popping on. I know you probably got nothing to do except wait for her. So thanks for being on here, Chris. Okay, I'm going to skip a couple just because I want to finish off and catch up. Rathbone scored. Why would they take chasing off PP1? He has been good. But, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe they want to give Podkolzin a chance to because he's reward him as well. Who the Canucks pick at 16? Honestly, SMG know nothing about prospects right now. Does Louie Erickson play for a team next season? Is his contract up? I doubt it. No one's gonna sign him. He's gonna have to make the team on a PTO. If the Canucks were a player, if you were a Canucks player on this current team, would you want to be your line mates? Who would you want to be in line mates with his offense, defense? Well, I'd love to play with Hughes, although he'd get mad at me if I was on defense. If I was on offense, I would play with PD and Miller. I think they're two most talented forwards. If we do make it, what will be the date we make it? Probably not the last game of the season. 5% chance. Nice. Who is the most talented guy on the Canucks? I think talented, it's either PD or Hughes. Demko's great. Miller's great. But I think the talented is either PD or Hughes. Yes, thank you. Why is it called Gordle? Gordie Howe. Instead of Wordle, it's Gord. Gordie Howe. Gordle. Jaskrin, if you played with PD or Miller, you probably have 30 or 40 points. Oh, I don't know about that, Jaskrin. I think they'd be pretty mad. You think Miller swears a lot now. Just imagine if I was playing with them. Cutest guy in the Canucks? Not really my thing, but I think Brock Besser's a good-looking guy. Do you see Besser leaving the Canucks in his career? Yeah, I do. I don't think he's a lifer as much as he wants to be, but his production might not live up to his contract expectations. And SMG thinks Brad Hunt is cute. No problem. Zach says, hi, Clay. Hello. And I love Miller's F-bombs. Yes, Jasker, and we even sang about it in one of mine and Marie's songs. Okay, let's transition to Ask Me Anything. We'll go for 10 minutes. I do want to wrap up by 11 tonight. So let's go to Ask Me Anything. Some votes for PD, which is good. Hey, Clay, do you expect the Russian players in that kind of draft to drop? No, I don't think they'll drop. I think players want the best players. Teams want the best players. Do I create Gordo? No, I play it off a website. Does Hoglander bounce back next season? I hope so. And we need him to. He's on the third year of his cheap contract. Did you watch the Raptors versus Sixers? No, I didn't. I just know that the Sixers won. Okay, now, for real. Let's move to Ask Me Anything. Trevor's winning. Nice. How's your cousin Dusty? Yeah, he's doing great. He's doing great. He's spoken on a couple podcasts about what happened to him. And he's really working on his personal business of coaching. But thank you for asking, Lucas. Mr. Chris. So I better do this officially. Yeah, so we're going to move away from Canucks questions or hockey-related questions. Let's go with Ask Me Anything. You can ask me anything as long as it's not have to do with Canucks or hockey. My Easter was great. Mr. Christopher played golf yesterday with Vids and the boys. Went to Tuasa Meals with the Massanas last night. And then today studied a bit. Was at church and saw my mom for lunch. So I hope you had a great Easter as well. Let me know. Message me, please, some updates about Avery. Did you do an Easter egg hunt? No, I didn't, Dexter, but we will be planning one for a couple of our nieces tomorrow. Fango, did you find out what your kids' genders were before they were born? Oh, great question. Sean, no, we wanted to, but no. Jacob, No, sorry, Sean, we didn't want to. We wanted to be a surprise as our first. Jacob, we wanted to, but we weren't able to. And Kayla, we did find out because Gail really wanted to get her girl. Who do you think will be the Seahawks' next quarterback? Good question, Brian. I have no clue. I hope it's not Baker Mayfield, but I don't know. I don't know enough about who's out there right now. Peter, if you were to pick any wrestler to do a promo against, well, if I wanted, I don't know, like Sami Zayn's good, The Miz is good. A lot of guys, Drew McIntyre's, I think his promos are underrated. So any of those guys, I think would be fun to do a promo. Cody Rhodes is really good right now. Hannah Montana, no, I don't watch it. I know about it though. I know about it. Tristan. Jaskrins, Sixers turned into one of my hated teams after they injured 3 of our 5 starters, all because of Joel Embiid. Oh, I did not know that. What, you mean yesterday they injured 3 of our starters? Toronto Stars? How'd you feel about Baker Mayfield? Peter, not the biggest fan of him. Well, but I don't have anything against him. I just don't know how much he's proven yet. Coach Rob, did you ever go to Molson Indy race? No, I never went to Molson Indy, unfortunately. Duffman, what's my biggest pet peeve? Ooh, great question. People who do not hold themselves accountable. All of us have faults. All of us make mistakes. But the people who make excuses, who never admit it's their fault, who blame other people, that's my biggest pet peeve. Hargowin, what's the order of your kids, oldest to youngest? Sean is 20, Jacob is 18, Kayla is 14. Right after this, we're going to go bowling, going to record some content for the Hall of Fame members tonight. Matt Go, curious, what did you mean by you study? Oh, I'm studying for a Master of Pastoral Theology. Basically, I'm studying for a Master's in church work, help me with my job. I'm doing it part-time online, and I'm halfway through right now. Geo Rebirth, what church do you go to? Yes, I go to St. Paul's Catholic Church in Richmond, and I work for the Catholic Archdiocese of Vancouver in central Vancouver. If you didn't live in Steveston, where in the Lower Mainland would you move? Trevor, great question. If not in Steveston, probably wouldn't want to live anywhere else in Richmond, to be honest with you. I'd live in Vancouver or maybe a place like Poco, Port Moody, Coquitlam, maybe out there, I think. West Van would be nice, but we probably couldn't afford it. Dexter, you went to the fair in Campbell River and saw Ethan. He was plotting for sure. What does plotting mean, Dexter? Or does it just mean scheming? Or is that like a cool term? I don't know. But I'm glad you saw him. That's cool. Here, Hale, what are your thoughts about the new jerseys and commemorative Canucks logos? Here, Hale, I know you're new here, which I appreciate. But the last half, I don't answer Canucks questions, which is fine. But really quickly, if you're talking about the retros and the anniversary allowance, I love the flying skate, the black flying skate. But thank you for being here, Hale. But yeah, for the last part, I don't answer Canucks questions generally. Mr. Chris, do you like liver? I don't. I like my own liver. Do I eat liver? I've eaten it before. I don't mind it. It's not my favorite, but I don't mind it. Ivan, what are your top 3 favorite movies? Gladiator, Master Commander, and Patriot. Shawshank Redemption definitely is one of my top 3. I like Coach Carter. There's something about that show, but definitely Shawshank, Coach Carter, and maybe it's so bad. Maybe Coming to America is the stupidest movie ever. Dexter, the funniest thing to do at the fair is when you're at the top of the zipper, you yell at someone, watch them look all around, clueless, trying to figure out. I could see you doing that, Dexter. I really could. Justin, what is your Easter takeaway this weekend? How will you use that going forward in your aspirations and day-to-day life? Faith. Wow. Justin, I think this weekend, I wore this. It's interesting you bring that up. I wore this shirt on purpose tonight because it's Easter, because I do feel blessed. I recognize how blessed I am when it comes to health, when it comes to my family, when it comes to opportunities, and even on this YouTube channel. So I want to continue to create. I want to continue to inspire. I want to continue to have a positive impact in people's lives. Thank you for asking. No wheel tonight, Tristan. No wheel tonight. You watch any F1? No, I don't. Favorite pasta? Linguine vongole. Do I watch NASCAR? No, I don't. So no F1, no NASCAR. Jaskrin, they injured Barnes, Trent, and Birch. I did not know that. That's crazy. Yeah, Tristan, no problem. That counter doesn't always work for one reason because, it's ridiculous. Because on my app, it says 8853. But that's fine. That's fine. Maybe it means someone subscribed, but they didn't subscribe while they're in the chat. Maybe that's what it means. But thank you for checking. Mr. Chris, how proud are you of Jake? Extremely. extremely Mr. Chris because he it's not easy what he's doing. To be considered one of the top 4 bowlers in Canada, not just for 18-year-olds, 21 and under, that's amazing. To be considered the 18th best bowler in Canada, including adults, or at least that's what he finished, that's pretty good. So I'm very proud of him, like I'm proud of all of my kids. Thank you. Lucas, would I ever host a bowling event this summer? You got it. That's going to happen for sure. Dexter, Easter egg in my pillowcase, one of my boxing gloves, my cup I used in the bathroom, my lunchbox, my soccer boot, and I found them. What? I had an Easter egg in my pillowcase, one of my boxing gloves. Oh, sorry. These were all where you found Easter eggs. Boxing gloves, cup, lunchbox, soccer boot, fan. Nice. Good job. I'm surprised you still do Easter egg hunts. Tristan, I know you're friends with Ethan Bear. That's cool. Pineapple and pizza. Yes, Jaskrin. That's my favorite. Hawaiian. I like my own liver. Thank you, Trevor. I thought that was pretty funny. Alfred, what is the least favorite Filipino dish? Dinuguan. I've had it once. I don't know what I was eating. How is Mickey doing? Thank you for asking, Shannon. He is great. Cute as always. A lot of fun. Very, very, very snuggly. DSS, what is your favorite basketball team? Phoenix Suns. I loved them when they had Kevin Johnson back in the day. I liked them. Then they went to Barkley and then Stoudemire, Steve Nash, of course. And now I like them with Devin Booker. So the Phoenix Suns are my favorite basketball team. Thanks, Tristan, about the photos. These are all the reject photos, too. All the good photos are in I told you guys before, all the good photos are in the family room. These are the ones that got rejected, that didn't make the cut. Joe Rebert, did I complete my taxes? My mom is an accountant, so yes, she does them for me. Dexter, there was some fat drunk guy passed out on a ride, and his hat flew off his head. He was snoozing, okay? Hope you took care of him. Would you ever go to Warriors game? Yeah, I would, Lucas. I would. Bigger beauty, Peter Griffin or Homer Simpson? If I had to pick one, I'd go Homer because I don't watch the other one. What phone do you have? iPhone 11 Pro Max. When are you going to Sweden? June 17 to June 30. So I'll be there for my birthday this year. Yes, Jasker, me and you both. We were loving the Hawaiian pizza. Pat, Clay, do you accept church donations for tax receipts? Do you mean, do I? I have no ability to give a tax receipt, but if you give it to a church, they will. I think that's what you mean. Pat. It's 10:50, Clay. Oh, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, I'll wrap up in the next couple of minutes. Last time you had fried chicken. Last week, win-win chicken. Carol, do you think the CFL welcome back this year? Yeah, I think it's been a rough couple of years for them. I'm interested to see what happens this year. Gordo, yeah, in a second. Last question, what is the story behind your profile YouTube channel photo? That's not the meme. That wasn't taken from the meme, but that's kind of like my go-to pose that people know about. No, I did not get a Bruce There It Is shirt, Hargobin. Insert Sean and Jake reject photos joke here. Yeah, unfortunately, the photo you see the most is the one of me because my solo shot didn't make it out there, as you know, Chris. You've been here a few times. Trevor, will I stream in Sweden? That is the hope. So I'm going to bring my computer and hopefully a decent internet connection. And I'll definitely, even if it's quick ones for sure. Hey, Steve, do I play poker? Yes, I do. We used to play a lot. A bunch of church guys playing poker. But yes, I can play sit and goes or cash games. What's on your bucket list in Sweden? Depends, Dexter, how much we're in a small port city called Helsingborg, so it's not like we're in a big city. So really, it's just to cheer on Jake and capture some footage, maybe capture some footage for some vlogs that we'll create. But really, it's just to be there for Jake, for sure. DSS. Okay, so DSS is smart. He's asking the chat about the Canucks. Happy Easter. No hockey games tonight. Yeah, no hockey games tonight, but I'm going to go bowling in about 10 minutes. Are you and Jake going to have to share a bed or are there two beds? We don't even room together. The teammates board together, room together. So I'm going to go with another parent to cut the cost in half. And yes, nice to meet you too, Angus. Okay, perfect. We are at 10:50. Thanks everyone for the great questions, both hockey related and not. Let's go to Gordle. Justin, you know what to do. Ding. Rob, the coach, Rob, the bowling alley closes at 10, but we kind of have a connection, i.e. Jake and Sean have the key and the alarm code. They get obviously they get permission from their boss to go in. Oh, I'm not going to ding ditch Jacob's room. I want him to get as much rest as he can. All right, Justin, if you're around, if you're still here, he might be on the bus or might be at home already. Justin always puts up the warning saying, if you played Gordo today, please do not spoil it. And if you haven't played Gordo today, just follow along. But we have not lost yet. I don't believe in jinxes. I don't think that we're going to lose just because I said that. But this smart group has never lost Gordo. Yes, Tristan, that's the whole point. You're allowed to guess. You're allowed to guess. No, don't guess if you've already played today. But if you haven't played today, because we want to honor that. So, late today. No problem, Jed. No problem. Okay, Reaction Club, thanks for your honesty. So you don't guess anything then. And Fangirl comes in with the first guess of Makar. Then a Jaskrin has a Tatar. Okay, so we'll start with Makar and we'll go. Makar to me is not the best guess only because M and K aren't common letters. And A, you're only getting rid of one vowel. But let's see what happens. Okay, I take it back. That was an awesome guess. That was the best guess ever. So A and K are in the proper spots. There's a second A that's not in a proper spot, but I'm pretty sure it's not in the first letter because I don't know any guy whose name that starts with AAK. So we know it's the last letter then. So we're doing really good. So I'll take the next. Oh yeah, you guys. Oh no, it can't be Kako, Trevor, because there's a second A in the name. Good try though. Oh, Justin is here. Awesome. Refrain from participating if you already played or know the answer. So we can't use Kako. We can't use Faska. No, Faxa, not Fast. Oh, that's gonna be right. That's gonna be right. Man, we are too smart. I don't even know who does Faxa play for now. So we are too smart. We're gonna go to Wordle as well. Oh, of course. Dallas, is he still playing for them? Right. Oh yeah, he's played all 70 games. I should know this because I'm going to see him play tomorrow. Okay. So look, guys, when it comes to Gordo, we are so smart. We've gotten it in 2 guesses 7 times, 3 guesses 15 times, and then it took us only 4 or 5 guesses just once. So no, yeah, we're pretty smart. Great job, Alfred. That was pretty good. Okay, I will take starting word for Wordle. Same thing. If you played it today, do not give it away. And we'll end off with this. So let's go with Wordle. I'll take the first 5-letter. And by the way, great starting guess, Fangirl. Great starting guess, Fangirl. I know that I said I didn't like it, but you proved me wrong, and I take it back. Okay, Reaction Club, I appreciate you not spoiling anything. That is awesome. Yes, Dexter. Tell the joke right now, Dexter. Tell the joke right now, Dexter. Better not be dirty. Meanwhile, I'll take the first 5-letter word I see. I'll take the first 5-letter word I see in the chat. Okay. Watch. Again, maybe it's my famous last words. I don't like this guess that much, Alfred, admittedly, because it's only got 1 vowel in it. I try and nail 2 or 3 vowels. But you never know. The T and the C are not bad. So let's go. Yeah, that guess kind of sucked. I'm just kidding. So I will take the next word that has an A in it somewhere else, but not the W, T, C, or H. So it can't be latch, Jaskrin, because that's exactly like... Joe, you're behind. We do not have to be hockey players' names anymore. We're on to Wordle now, not Gordo. Tristan says apple, which does work. Because the A is in a different position, and we have not used a P, P, L, and E. Not a fan of the double consonants, but I do like that we're getting another vowel in there. Let's see what happens. Wow. Even I can figure this out. Tristan, did you play, or was that a guess? That was an amazing guess. Okay, Dexter says, who is the hot dog thrower's favorite RJ hamburger? Not bad. Yes, I think we can all guess that the missing letter is an M. Wow. Nice job, you guys. We are just too smart. So when we play Wordle, we've only played it 8 times, and we've gotten 3 guesses 4 times, and we've gotten in 4 guesses another 4 times. Great job. Wow, you guys are, and I have no reason not to believe that that you guys hadn't played tonight. So that is, that was probably the most impressive Wordle combination that we've had since we started. Okay, friends, I'm going to wrap up here. Okay, don't worry about jinxes. As I wrap up, really quick, everyone, right now, type in your score predictions for the next 2 games. Right now, just do it. And I'll read them all out. Score predictions for the next 2 games. We host Dallas tomorrow. We host Ottawa on Tuesday. Give me your score predictions, and it sounds like there's at least half a dozen of you in the chat that are going to be at the game tomorrow, which is pretty darn exciting. 4-1-4-1 says Joe. Elfrin 4-2, 2-1 in overtime. Angus says 4-2. Jed says 6-2. Jaskrin 3-2. Dallas 4-1 sends. Oh, he's going for 2 losses. Oh no, or he's saying that's who we're playing. 4-2 and 6-3 says Justin. Lucas believes in jinxes, so he's not going to say anything. Dexter, Canucks 4-2, Canucks 4-3. Casey, double 4-2s, which is my favorite score. 5-2. Brian says doesn't know. Coach Rob 3-2, 4-1. Hargobin 3-2, 5-1. Angus 4-1 over the Sens. Jed 7-1 over Ottawa. NHL Canucks 69-42. What do you think? This is a basketball game? Tristan, tomorrow will be 5-3 and Tuesday will be 7-2. SK 2-1-6-4. Sounds like a David 5-1 Dallas, 2-1 Ottawa. I'm not saying if you're saying this the winners or just the games. Matt Go 2-1, DSS 6-1, Reaction Club 4-2 and 6-2. Yeah, Reaction Club, that's awesome that you're going. Jaskrin 10-0. Shannon 4-3. And 2-1. Okay, some really good guesses. We will see. And I can't wait to be at the game tomorrow. So everyone, thank you. Moderators, thank you. Great job. I don't think you were too busy tonight, but we shouldn't complain. That's a great thing. Lucas, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Sponsors, Performance Transform, Van City Experts, Gassy Jack Art, and Monkey 9, thank you. Members, thank you as always. And to all of you, thank you for being here. As it says on the screen, Canucks After Dark will be Tuesday at 10 p.m., not tomorrow. And then my next stream is not going to be Wednesday. It's going to be Thursday. So everything is bumped. Monday is getting bumped to Tuesday. Wednesday is getting bumped to Thursday. Okay, friends, as always, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Become a member or upgrade your membership if you'd like to. And, of course, leave a comment below, not just in the chat, but in the permanent comments down below if you'd like to. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And happy Easter. And did you know that Stephen King has a son named Joe? I'm not joking, but he is Joe King. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.